After enduring the shock of this torrent which rasped my soul, oh my god, rereading these quotes, oh my gosh, it's so good. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be reviewing The Lily of the Valley by Honoré de Balzac. By the way, off topic, I recently finished this top, corset top, and I think it turned out really cute. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm really happy with it. Back to the review. I have discovered this author last year. I've read Sarracine, and it was a very short story, I think. And I'd say if you're unsure about this author and picking up his books, then Sarracine is a good starting point, I think, because it's very short. Le Lit dans la Vallée, or The Lily of the Valley, is set in Paris, France. We follow Félix, who is in love with a duchess called Henriette. And they fall in love with each other and they cannot be together. And that is actually everything that needs to be said. As for the characters, they are very easy to keep separated because there aren't many. It's all about Félix and Henriette. Henriette's husband, the Duke, is also kind of an important character. The story focuses around the three of them and the relationship that they have with each other. As for the plot, not much is going on. I think this is definitely not going to be for everyone because it is extremely slow. So if we talk pacing, extremely slow. And yeah, there's not much action going on. It's just more of an internal dialogue. It sometimes felt like reading a journal or reading letters. I can definitely see why some readers would not enjoy this book at all. It almost feels like this book is written for writers. The prose is so beautiful. It is stunning. I have marked so many quotes. I'm going to give you guys some examples at the end of the video of quotes that I marked, but they're so beautiful. No plot twists. No action, just a platonic love story. Félix and Henriette are madly in love with each other, but they can't be together because she is married. She even has 2 kids. However, they become friends and they spend a lot of time together, which kind of makes their situation a bit more difficult because they want to be together, they want to kiss, they want to just love each other openly. During this time they spend together, they constantly long for each other. It is written in the first person from Félix, his point of view. The writing style is flowery, there are a lot of comparisons, and I really needed to focus. So this wasn't a book that I picked up at 10 p.m. when I was already tired because I really needed to focus, and sometimes I even needed to reread certain pages or certain sentences even to really understand what they meant. The vibe of this novel is tragic, dramatic, and romantic. In spite of the intoxication, such a program of unhoped for delights excited. My joy was dampened by the wind of a coming storm, which those who are used to unhappiness apprehend instinctively. After enduring the shock of this torrent which rasped my soul, oh my god, rereading these quotes, oh my gosh, it's so good. I was petrified by a glance of saintly anger, by a noble face crowned with a diadem of golden hair in harmony with the shoulders I adored. The crimson of offended modesty glowed on her cheeks, though already it was appeased by the pardoning instinct of a woman who comprehends a frenzy which she inspires and divines the infinite adoration of those repented tears. Oh my god. Next one. As he bowed, Monsieur de Morceau gave me a glance that was less observing than awkwardly uneasy, the glance of a man whose distrust grows out of his inability to analyze. Surely we belong to the small number of human beings born to the highest joys and the deepest sorrows, whose feeling qualities vibrate in unison and echo each other inwardly. Those sensitive natures are in harmony with the principle of things. In my dreams her voice became, though I cannot describe it, palpable, an atmosphere of light and fragrance wrapping me, a melody enfolding my spirit. My voice was like the axe of a woodsman in the forest. At every word, the dead deers fell with echoing sound, bristling with their anguish like branches robbed of their foliage. To love, even without hope, is happiness. To do what we ought is by no means to do what we like. She left the room, betraying by the tone of her last words the extent of her wounds. God. How can I die, I who have never lived? I think this really gives you an idea of 1, the atmosphere, 2, the writing style, 3, you can clearly feel how poetic this book is. Like, if you're picking this up to get surprising plot twists and action, you won't get this. It's about emotions and like, it's just so poetic and I love it. This is such a hard book to recommend. As you can hear from the quotes, it is very poetic and it focuses on Felix and Henriette and their feelings for each other and what is going on inside of their hearts. If this sounds good, then I highly recommend this book. It is so beautiful. There are also some images in my French edition, and this is Le Comte de Morceau, which is the husband of Henriette. And this is La Comtesse de Morceau, so this is Henriette and her 2 children. Henriette really doesn't like to be married to her husband. He also blames her for having 2 children who are constantly sick because they don't have a good health at all, and he blames her. I felt really sorry for her. I was constantly hoping that she would run off with Felix and start over her life. Despite her feelings for Felix, she stays loyal to her husband. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of his novels. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video.